Hello Stings. In today's video we will be looking at one of the laws of exponents, in particular the product of powers. We have already done this together, but I'm going to go ahead and walk it through so that you can have a video to refer back to. On August 29th we pasted this into our iPod on page 1 of our notes. So after we came to the end of our resource section, we started our notes page. On this one, what we did was we worked through these together, and then these ones that are in red, those were the ones that you did yourself, and we checked over those on the 29th and then pasted this into our iPod. To go through these examples, basically what I did here was I expanded 2 to the third, 2 times 2 times 2 times, and then I expanded 2 to the fifth. So when you look at the number of 2's that are being multiplied together, you end up with 2 to the 8th. That situation when you apply the law of exponents, which comes from our formula chart. So here, the product of powers says, let me get this a little bigger for you. When you have like bases, you add their exponents. So that's what we're doing in these, is adding the exponents. So, back over here, we had 2 to the third power, that's where this 3 comes from. 2 to the fifth power, that's where this 5 comes from. 3 plus 5 is 8, so the exponential form of 2 to the third times 2 to the fifth is 2 to the 8th. We did the same thing in example 2a, our like base is x. And we need to remember that anytime we have a variable by itself, like this x here, it has an invisible exponent of 1, so we need to make sure that we have 1 plus whatever the other exponent is. That is where we got the x to the 6th. In example 3a, we have a situation where we have, let me cover this up, that's going to get a little confusing. There we go. In this example, we have coefficient 1 of 2, and then if the other is 3, so we can go ahead and multiply those coefficients together, but because we have like bases, we keep the base and we add the exponents. So this ended up to be 6x to the 11th, and then we go back up to the top to example 1b. 1b, we rewrote that to show the 2 to the third times 2 to the 7th times 3 to the 5th. 2 to the third times 2 to the 7th is where we get 2 to the 3 plus 7, and we're going to multiply that by 3 to the 5th. Because these were like bases, that's why we could add their exponents here. 3 plus 7 is 10, that's where this exponent of 10 comes from. We're leaving all of these answers in exponential form. So let me back this out just a little bit, and you should have had all of this copied down today and have corrected anything that you did not finish, but here are examples for the product of powers from the law of exponents.